Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements in the market. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Wednesday, February 3rd, 2015, and let's get to it. During a speech delivered to the Roman people, Julius Caesar once famously said, "I came, I saw, I conquered." And in just over 5 weeks from today, Zavistus Gaydon will be taking the stage at the Arnold Classic and looking to make a bit of history of his own as he attempts to capture the first ever men's physique title on the Arnold Classic stage. Since first earning his IFBB Pro card back in 2013, Gaydon has been a steady force on the men's physique circuit. But it was his win at the Titans Grand Prix, followed by an impressive performance at the Europa Phoenix Pro last season that really opened some eyes. But if Gaydon hopes to make waves in this extremely loaded lineup, he'll have to deliver the best performance of his young career come the first week in March. The 2012 NPC Nationals was a show loaded with IFBB future talent, including men's bodybuilding overall winner Brian Yerski. After taking the entire 2013 contest season off to pack on a bit of size, Yerski made his way onto a pro stage twice last year, at the Golden State and Chicago Pro, before shutting things down. After another solid offseason, it looks like Yerski has been hard at work, adding muscle in the right places as he attempts to round out his physique and gear up for a solid sophomore campaign. If Yerski has managed to bring up his legs to match his super wide and impressive upper body, there's a very good chance he could find himself cracking the top 5 at a pro show in the very near future. Bodybuilding is a sport where athletes with the biggest freak factor reign supreme. And there aren't many athletes in the sport who are bigger or freakier than New York native Max Charles. After an impressive rookie campaign that saw him rack up 2 top 5 finishes, Charles spent his offseason refocusing his efforts on making major improvements to his legs and appears to have added even more size to his already frightening upper body. In just 14 short weeks, Max is planning on making his 2015 debut at the New York Pro, where he placed 5th last season. And with adequate improvements to his legs, along with a slightly drier look than what we saw a season ago, he could easily find himself battling it out for a top 3 finish. There may not be any stock that's rising faster in the sport right now than that of Justin Compton. Over the last few months, Compton has set message boards ablaze around the community with anticipation about his Arnold Classic debut after freaky photos of the 293-pound monster surfaced during the offseason. And once again, over the weekend, Compton made waves when he released a clip from his latest leg training session, along with a few progress photos that show a downright scary Compton. With so much buzz and anticipation surrounding his Arnold debut, it'll be interesting to see come showtime if Compton lives up to the hype and secures what could be the first major win of his career. There may not be a more anticipated performance at this year's Arnold Classic than that of Fitness Olympia champ Oksana Grishina. Grishina captivated the capacity crowd at last year's contest with a breathtaking routine on her way to claiming the win. Last season, Grishina swept the competition by notching wins at both the Arnold Classic and the Arnold Europe, in addition to capturing her first Miss Fitness Olympia crown. Without a doubt, Grishina is the best entertainer in the sport, but it's the continual evolution of her physique that's transformed her into the sport's most dominant athlete. And now that she's finally got a taste of victory, it doesn't appear that she'll be giving up her seat at the table anytime soon. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs, the most hardcore bodybuilding supplements on the market. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook.